Hello everyone, my name is Jesus Crust, but you can call me Cheezus. And today's topic I want to talk about, we're going to title Death by Cyanide. Now, a lot of people think about winning the lottery. They dream about it all the time, hitting that Powerball, winning $500 million, retiring early, paying off cars, paying off student loans, even winning like the $50,000 ones. Everyone always once in a while has thought about winning the Powerball. I know when the Powerball was at like its record high, I went out and bought 2 tickets. What's the worst that could happen? I don't win and I move on with my life. Everyone always thinks about it. And that was the case for this one gentleman who lived in Chicago, Illinois. He was an average guy, owned his own business, had a wife, had a daughter, went to 7-Eleven, picked up a scratch-off, won $1 million. That is awesome. That is the coolest thing ever. I wish I could walk in to a 7-Eleven, grab myself, a pack of M&Ms and a Slurpee. Give me a $3 scratch off. Bam, $1 million. That is the craziest thing ever. But here's where it gets weird. He goes home, has dinner with his wife. I don't know if this was the same day, but I know it was really within 2 or 3 days apart. Goes home, has dinner with his wife, dies that night before he can even cash the check. That's a little weird to me. That's a little on the bizarre side and a little too coincidental for at least my taste to think that this gentleman just croaked right after he won the lottery. Now, if it was just some guy who worked at his house and then he just died and is not, that's a little more, maybe, because this guy seems like he's in his late 40s, early 50s. Maybe he had a heart problem. But no, this man won the lottery and died shortly after winning the lottery. That seems a little suspicious to me. And the report goes, the wife and daughter heard the husband screaming in his bed, brought him to the hospital where he died. They kind of just said, oh, it was natural causes, very unfortunate, we're so sad. Apparently a couple days later, another family member who didn't live in the house told the coroner to check the body over one more time. Something didn't seem right. And when they did, they found traces of cyanide in this man's body. Now, cyanide is a very, very potent poison. The littlest bit can kill a human being. You don't need a lot to kill cyanide. That's what the spies in Russia used to have, the cyanide capsules. If they got caught, they'd chew on it, and then they would die almost instantly. Cyanide is almost untraceable on any drug test. Really, the only way you can find it is if there's a lot of cyanide. And if they were able to find cyanide in this test, that had to be a lot of cyanide. So that wasn't an accidental cyanide poisoning. This man was purposely poisoned with cyanide by someone he knew. And I can't find anywhere where they say it was the wife, but to me it almost seems like it probably was the wife. Has dinner with wife and kid, then dies. Mom and daughter, or I think it was a mom and daughter. Mom and daughter are fine, no problems. They're fine. But he dies from the same dinner. I'm assuming that they all ate together at the house. That's a red flag to me, and I've been kind of following this. I heard it on the radio on the way to work one day, and it was bizarre, and it sounded like something you would see on Dateline or something, like where wife kills husband due to greed, and that makes me think, how well can you trust your loved ones? If obviously they must have been married for a while if they had a kid, they have a house together, they own a business, and I'm going to go and make the assumption that the wife killed him. I'm not going to, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I'm going to go out and make the assumption that the wife probably killed this man due to greed and wanted the money. And I'm thinking it because how sick and twisted people are. They were saying he wanted to use his money to help his dry cleaning business that he owned. He wanted to pay off some unwanted bills. Everyone wants to do that. And then he wanted to donate money to a charity. And I'm thinking the wife is going, hey, we want all of this money, we should just take it for ourselves and do what we want with it. And he wanted to be... How many people will win the lottery and go, I'm going to donate money? Now, I know a lot of people say that, but when you're actually presented this check, how many times are people going to actually follow through with donating money to a charity? Now, I like to think of myself, I don't find myself selfish, but at the same time, I'm not thinking of a charity if I won the Powerball. If I won $300 million, that's the last thing. And it's not because I'm a horrible person. It's just because how people in America are, we're programmed, more or less. It's always about you. It's always about you, and no one else matters. So I really wouldn't think about donating to charity. If I remembered or someone mentioned it, I would probably donate to charity. I don't need $300 million. No one needs $300 million to live off of. I can live off of $50 million for the rest of my life if I do it out correctly. But anyways, guys, that is the end of this commentary. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below what you think happened. If you have any more information that I didn't cover, or if I gave wrong information, leave the comment below and I'll make a follow-up story on this. That is my time. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. If you did, please subscribe. Jesus out.